Hi, my name is Noor Farahia who will explain about model of charging and discharging a capacitor. Next, the first principles is Y, which we combining only two passive electrical elements. As we can see, we have voltage denoted by V, a capacitor defined by its capacitance denoted by C, and a resistor defined by its resistance denoted by R. Voltage is the pressure from an electrical circuit's power source. Capacitor stores energy by storing charge and discharges energy through the flow of charge, while resistor allows charge or current to flow. Then, what we can assume is we need to identify a functional relationship for each element in terms of the voltage drop across the element and the current flowing through it. How? The capacitor stores and discharges energy. This process produces a voltage drop across the capacitor given by equation 5.1. We have voltage change rate, charge, and capacitance. We create our model in terms of the charge Qt, whose first derivative in time is the current as per equation 5.2. The voltage drop across a resistor is usually expressed in terms of voltage and current as Ohm's law. Refer to equation 5.3. We have voltage change rate, charge, and resistance. Furthermore, we rewrite the Ohm's law as equation 5.4. Using Ohm's law, we can calculate the value of resistance by simply divide voltage with current.
Hello, I am Balkis. The principle of modeling that we can see in 5.4.1, a capacitor charge is predict and valid. Based on our two circuit elements, we have simple electrical circuit in figure 5.2. Since no voltage is applied across the three endpoints, the sum of the voltage drops across the capacitor and the resistor must simply vanish because nothing is being put into the system. That is shown in equation 5.5. Replace voltage terms and express in terms of the charge Qt by substitute equation 5.1 and 5.4 into equation 5.6. For predicts, we can see here is C1 is an arbitrary constant can be taken as initial charge. This shows the capacitor initial charge cannot vanish as t approaches to infinity. For valid, based on equation 5.7, the behavior of a simple RC circuit occurs at a time when we can express and measure in terms of a characteristic constant, namely RC. This means the first is the decay of the charge is inversely proportional to both the resistance and the capacitance. The second is one widely used measure of the decay rate of such a circuit is a time constant tau defined as equation 5.8. The time constant tau is the time it takes for an initial charge to be reduced to the value Q0 over E. Based on 5.8, the RC circuit equation can be written as equation 5.9.
I'm Danish and I will explain about topic 5.4.2, a capacitor is charged. Okay, first, what is defined? Okay, the fine is to extend the foregoing circuit model to charge the capacitor, insert a voltage sources across the two free endpoints of the RC circuit in figure 5.2. Then how? We must combine a voltage sources to revise our circuit model. We would simply adding to the equation a term representing the input voltage Vt supplied by a battery or equivalent device as equation in 5.10. Then, with an appropriate constitutive equation and the definition of the circuit time constant, equation 5.10 can be rewritten as equation 5.11. Next, valid. We apply a classical result of electrical circuit analysis KVL to show equation 5.11 is a correct model. In symbolic term, the KVL is look like the equation in 5.12. K in this equation means the total number of elements. To return to our stated modeling task of charging a capacitor, we apply equation 5.11 under the simple assumption of a constant input voltage, and it will look like in equation 5.13. Since the derivative of a constant is 0, we can construct a solution in the form of Q0 equal to 0 equal to V0C equal to C1, and the complete solution will become like equation in 5.14. Figure 5.3, the graph show the charge in the capacitor when an input voltage V0 is applied across the terminal shown in figure 5.2. The amount of charge does not increase to infinity. Instead, it asymptotically approaches maximum value given by equation 5.15. Last, to improve, we have charged a capacitor even though the circuit decay constant is negative. That is lambda equal to -1 over t. Thus, we have imposed growth on an exponential system that otherwise would have decayed. This can influence the behavior of the exponential system to an extent. That's all from us. Thank you.